Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. In this session, I am going to tell you about how to write research proposal. So where do we need research proposals and why it is important? So basically those students who are planning to appear in MSc entrance exams or in PhD entrance exams, they might need to write research proposal at some point of time of your application to these colleges. Okay, so why it is important? Because it helps in the assessment of your understanding of the subject, like how well you understand the subject, whether it is biotechnology, whether it is chemistry, whatever it is. Okay, and also it will provide an idea to the assessment committee or the authority who are going to evaluate your performance, that how can you um, apply this attitude, this problem solving capability in that research problem. How would you utilize the resources or your expertise? So there are certain resources, whatever you have gathered the information, the knowledge about various techniques, various experiments, what you can use to solve this particular problem, and how can you apply these expertise to help you in the solving this particular problem. It may or may not be same as your actual PhD research work or masters or MTech or MSc's project work. Okay, so it may be similar, it may be entirely different, but it will help the assessing committee to evaluate how you can do the research, how well you can do the research. Okay, so it forms a part of the assessment of your application. Also, the research proposal you submit as a part of your application is just the starting point. It is not the final thing, it is just the starting. As your ideas will evolve, your proposed research is likely to be changed. Okay, so these ideas will be evolved as and when you are understanding more and more techniques, you are gathering more and more information to apply to solve a particular research problem. Okay, how long should my research proposal be? So there is not a particular word limit for an ideal research proposal. What it should include? It should include a clear description of the problem and the approach to solve it. Generally people write 2 pages, people also write 7 pages, so in between 2 to 7 pages would be it should vary between 2 to 7 pages, right? What are the components of an ideal research proposal? What it should include? First is title, second is background and rationale, third is research questions or research problem, fourth is research methodology, fifth is plan of work and time schedule, and sixth is bibliography. So let's start with the title. Your title should give a clear indication of your proposed research work, or it should provide a clear indication what your research problem is and how you are going to approach it. Okay, so for example, in case of my master's project, I used curcumin to cure a particular disease, which is Parkinson's disease. So what my research proposal look like? It should look like using curcumin to cure Parkinson's disease. Okay, or application of curcumin in the uh, Parkinson's disease. Okay, so like that you can write. Okay, algae as an option for alternate fuels. So there are several examples. If you want help, if you want my help in drafting a title or the entire research proposal, you might contact you can contact me. I will be happy to help you out, but you need to first figure out an idea about what your research proposal would be, and you should be able to write a draft of it. Next is background. You should include the background and issues of your proposed research. So what all has been done or maybe some idea about what all has been done and what is the background, general background a person should know about that research problem. For example, there is cancer, the cure of cancer. So a person should know the causative agents, the probable causative agents of cancer, what types of cancers are and which type of cancer you are going to address, and what are the probable causes and how you are going to approach it. So there should be a background. Okay, and also identify your discipline. For example, in case of cancer, there is cancer biology, there is also cell biology, molecular biology, pathogenesis. So many different disciplines are there. So you need to figure out what discipline you are addressing. A short literature review. Literature review is nothing but finding out what other scientists have done in terms of their research articles. So there are several research articles available on the internet that you can find out on Google Scholar. If you write on Google Scholar your research problem, several papers will come out. So you need not to read each and every paper which will be listed, but you need to find out most relevant and the most recent ones. Okay, that will help you to get an idea of the recent advances of the problem and what are the approaches people are applying to solve this particular problem. Also a summary of key debates. For example, there are different hypotheses for a particular uh, problem, for a particular mechanism, for a particular approach. Maybe, for example, evolution of cell has different hypotheses, evolution in general has a different hypothesis. So these all are the debates which are ongoing, and people are coming up with new and new evidences for supporting each and every hypothesis. So that you should be aware whether such kind of scenario is there in case of your research problem or not. Next is research question. You should formulate the research question or research problem clearly. What is exactly the research problem is, and why it is important, why it is worth exploring. What is the important? For example, alternative fuels. Why it is important to find out an alternative? Because natural resources are being exploited. They are rapidly decreasing, and we need to find out an alternative. We need to find vaccines for viral diseases. For example, in coronavirus, we need to find a vaccine. What are the major problems which we as scientists experience while finding out a particular vaccine for this virus? Okay, so all of these are some examples of research problems. You need to clearly state the research problem in one sentence or two sentences maybe, and you also should mention why it is important. Research methodology. What is research methodology? In the research methodology, you need to mention what theoretical resources, maybe experimental resources, you are going to utilize. For example, which techniques you are going to utilize, which experiments you are going to do, which theories you are going to follow. All of these things you should mention over there, and which method is most appropriate for the proposed research. Okay, a discussion of advantages as well as the limits of particular approach and method. So the approach which you are going to address, what are the advantages, and the approaches which you think that they are not so good, why they are not so good, what are the limits of it. Or maybe your approach might be having limits, so you should be able to say it, yes, it is having some certain limits and we need to explore it further, we need to have more research done on it. Next is plan of work and time schedule. You should include an outline of various stages of the project. So there are different stages. There may be 2 stages, there may be 10 stages. It depends entirely upon you and the research problem and the approach which you are going to follow. So you break it down. It is always better to break it down into different stages, and at each and every stage, what are you going to do and what do you expect as an outcome. And then bibliography. What is bibliography? It is a list of references or the key articles, research papers, websites which you have discussed throughout your research proposal. Mainly it is used in the introduction part, in the background information part. The selection of your resources should be appropriate. It should not be some random resource. It should be a proper article. It should be a proper website. It should not be just Wikipedia, because in Wikipedia people take the information from other websites, other research articles, and then summarize it in the Wikipedia page. So you should cross refer it. You should write a proper reference to each and everything. So these are the major parts of the research proposal. If you have any queries, if you have any confusion, you can ask me directly. You can write in the comment section, and please like, share and subscribe to my channel. And happy writing everyone. Just be enthusiastic about your research proposal. Be willing to write it. Be willing to solve a problem which is causing a lot of trouble worldwide, which is necessary to be addressed, and that will give you a motivation to write a good research proposal. And definitely with your knowledge you can help the entire scientific community as well as the world. So all the best everyone, and if you have any queries, you just drop me a message in the comments section. Take care. Bye.